What's up, boys and girls? I'm Lundrick, and now I'm bringing you this Rebooking Wrestlemania XXVII. Yeah, this is an often criticised WrestleMania, and I can see why it wasn't the best card in the world. So before we get started, let's have a look what the real card was. Of course, The Rock was the special guest host of this WrestleMania. Then we got the main event for the WWE Championship: John Cena versus The Miz, who was a champion. Edge versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight title. Triple H versus The Undertaker. Randy Orton versus CM Punk. Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole. Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. The Core versus The Big Show Kane. Santino Marella and Kofi Kingston. Then it was Snooki, Trish Stratus and John Morrison against Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool. I think that's it. Could be missing something out. I could not be. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's just get right to it. We're gonna start this show off with a singles match, one-on-one. Kofi Kingston versus Cody Rhodes. Pretty much Kofi Kingston just taking Rey Mysterio's spot in the whole feud with Cody and his face and that. Because I've got a different plan for Rey Mysterio on this show, as you'll see later on. So yeah, basically what happens is instead of Rey Mysterio smashing Kofi Kingston's face, it's actually Kofi Kingston who does Trouble in Paradise. Whole build up exactly the same as it was with Mysterio, just with Kofi Kingston in his place. Cody's got the mask on, he thinks he disfigured, all that stuff. I thought that was pretty good actually, thought it was pretty funny stuff. And yeah, so yeah, just let them have the opening match, give them about 10 minutes. Because, well, one thing I would do when The Rock came out with that opening promo, if you remember, he was out for like nearly 10 whole minutes. And that was just like it wasted a lot of time on The Rock, so I'd probably shortened The Rock's early promo to 10 minutes, to 5 minutes, sorry. So then this match can get more time, let it have 10 minutes. I think it would be a pretty good match. I think it'd be just as good as the one with Codes and Mysterio. Cody, fucking hell. Right, so yeah. And Cody, like he does with Mysterio, gets the win over Kofi Kingston. That was definitely the right way to go. So in the opening match, Cody Rhodes over Kofi Kingston. Now next up, a match that I just put the final touches on last night. I changed my mind on this a few times, but I made my final decision on this last night, and that's basically because this is the first WrestleMania since 21 without a Money in the Bank ladder match, because this is when the Money in the Bank pay-per-view started. So then I've decided to do a six-way ladder match for the United States title. Champion Sheamus, Daniel Bryan, former champion, Dolph Ziggler, John Morrison, R-Truth. In the last one, Ted DiBiase, because I couldn't think of anyone else on the Raw roster. So yeah, just same shit happened. Sheamus beats Daniel Bryan in the build-up to WrestleMania. Because if you remember rightly, it was supposed to be Bryan versus Sheamus one-on-one for the US title. But then, due to time constraints, this match got put on the pre-show, which then turned into a battle royal. So yeah, those 6 guys in just a 6-way ladder match for the United States title. Give them about 12 to 14 minutes. I'm sure this would be pretty good for what it was. And it also gets a US title on the show as well. And like I say, without the Money in the Bank ladder match, gives us a sort of a Money in the Bank. Just give us another kind of ladder match instead. Yeah, just give these guys time. And for me, the winner, I'd actually have Dolph Ziggler take the US title, because Ziggler won the US title not too long after this. Might have been, because I think didn't Kofi, because Sheamus went on SmackDown, and then Kofi got drafted to Raw, and I'm sure Kofi beat Sheamus to put the belt back on Raw, and then Ziggler beat Kofi and had the belt for like 6 months. So I would just give Dolph Ziggler the US title here. So yeah, Dolph Ziggler wins the US title in the 6-way ladder match. Now the third match of the night for the WWE Tag Team titles, core member Wade Barrett and Ezekiel Jackson challenging Kane the Big Show. So what I've done is took that 8-man tag and just shortened it to a straight up tag match between Barrett and Ezekiel Jackson versus Kane and the Big Show. I thought that would have been better than what we got. Yeah, we will. So yeah, for the purposes of this, Kane and Big Show beat the core members Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater to become tag team champions. I mean, they did it after WrestleMania, so they might as well have just done it before WrestleMania, to be honest, and just let this match be for the tag team titles. Now, I'm not going to lie, the match probably wouldn't be all that good. Give them about 4 minutes, no need to drag this on for any longer than it has to. Let the better matches get more time. And for this one, Kane and the Big Show retain the tag team titles. That's about it really. Right, now onto one of the bigger matches of the night. 1-on-1 on pay-per-view, Edge versus Christian. And if you notice, I did not say for the World Heavyweight title, because I've got a different plan for the World Heavyweight title. So yeah, Edge versus Christian 1-on-1. And bear in mind, I'm also booking this with the idea in mind that this is not Edge's last match, because going into the Edge Del Rio match, nobody knew that this was going to be Edge's last match. It was only until he got the MRI scans back a week later that they realised he was going to have to retire. So I'm working on the philosophy that Edge's career is going to continue for the foreseeable future. So yeah, the way this gets built up, Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. If you remember, Dolph Ziggler was originally supposed to be in the SmackDown Elimination Chamber, but they did the storyline where him and Vic ended up getting fired by SmackDown GM Teddy Long, and then they ended up on Raw. Then it was the Big Shows who took Dolph Ziggler's spot in that Elimination Chamber match. But for the purposes of this, instead of the Big Show taking his spot, it is actually Christian. Because Christian made his return to save Edge attacking Del Rio on this show. So basically Christian just makes his return in this match instead. And then at some point during the match, Edge eliminates Christian with a spear. Then Christian leaves the ring. Then after the match, Edge loses the World Heavyweight title to who he loses it to. I'm not going to tell you, but you can probably figure it out. So then both men, Alberto Del Rio comes down to the ring, starts later kicking on Edge and the new world champion. This brings out Christian, who cleans out Del Rio, goes to pick Edge up, then from out of nowhere gives Edge the unprettier to the shock of the crowd. So Christian turns heel on Edge. Then on the next SmackDown he cuts a blistering promo on Edge saying, You held me back all these years. We were a tag team. We broke up. You went on to be a 10-time world champion. You main evented WrestleMania. You won the Royal Rumble. You won Money in the Bank. What did I do? Nothing. You got all the glory where I got held back all my career. You got the opportunities, I got nothing. It was Edge and Christian, but it was always about Edge, never about me. And I'm sick and tired of it. That you had a great career, and what have I got to show for it? I was the real brains behind Edge and Christian, not you. But for some reason, this company put the faith in you. You got the opportunities, and you never went to bat for me. You just took all the opportunities, you didn't care about me. I had to leave this company to get more opportunities. Then I came back, and things would change, and things never change. I'm sick and tired of you holding me back all my life, Edge. And then of course, and I think video packages would be a major deal in this one. Video packages on television chronicling Edge and Christian's careers, showing all the highlights of the days of the Brood, Edge and Christian, all that sort of stuff. And I think to get it over as more realistic, they could even call themselves Adam and Jay instead of Edge and Christian. Refer to them each other as Adam and Jay on television. So they could talk about the childhood and all that. They could even film videos of the parents and childhood friends and all that, and not believing that it's actually come to this. These were supposed to be best friends forever. Yeah, and so then we get the match and just let them tear it down, really. I mean, I think if you give them enough time, they could have torn the house down. With potential WrestleMania gem on the cards there. Yeah, I think crowd would be really... I mean, because I even remember when Christian came back, one of the first things I thought, and I thought a lot of people thought this as well, is, oh, how awesome would it be if they did Edge and Christian feud now? That would be fantastic. I mean, do you remember the match you had on Raw in 2010? That was a really good match. And yeah, and Edge has always said he wanted his last match to be against Christian. So this would be a slice of luck if it actually happened. And like I say, I'm booking on the philosophy that Edge is not retiring. His career is continuing for the foreseeable future. So then for me, Christian gets the victory over Edge by a low blow or something, and then hits the Unprettier, just to give Christian some credibility. Because I think if Edge won this match, Christian's main event run would be dead. So yeah, I just let Christian get the win. A lot like when Matt Hardy beat Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania 25. Same here with Christian going over Edge. I just think that's definitely the way to go. So yeah. Now next match, Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler, keeping that pretty much the same, but the booking of the match is a bit different. So yeah, like people criticise this match happening, but I had no problems with this match actually happening because I actually thought one of the best built matches of the night, to be honest. Gave us Jerry Lawler's first ever WrestleMania match, so that was pretty cool. And you have to admit though, Michael Cole had a hell of a lot of heat going in that. Michael Cole was probably one of the most over heels in the company at that time, to be honest. And yeah, I just thought the match, I'll do exactly the same as they did with Jack Swagger in Michael Cole's corner. Swagger in Cole's corner. We've got we even have Austin as the referee as well. Jim Ross on commentary. Yeah, so all at the same. But the one major difference, the one big difference I would make, is if this match would be booked the way it fucking should have been, and that is Jerry Lawler beats Michael Cole decisively within 5 minutes. Not have a 14-minute match where Michael Cole is on offense for most of it. Then we get a shitty, dusty finish to top it all off. So yeah, just have Swagger get knocked down by Austin, and then Jerry Lawler just gets Michael Cole tries to hide away in this. Just let Lawler get a hold of him, beat him up for a couple of minutes straight, and then just hit him with the pile driver, and let it be that. Jerry Lawler pins Michael Cole in 3-4 minutes, a total squash match, which is exactly the way it should have been. Jerry Lawler wins decisively, because the match, the actual real match was awful, and it was all due to the way it was booked. So yeah. Then we get match for the World's Heavyweight title. And that's Alberto Del Rio challenging Rey Mysterio for the World Heavyweight title. Yeah, that might sound a bit surprising, but just listen to me here for a sec. I know you're thinking, what, Rey Mysterio, World Heavyweight Champion? But I really want to do Christian versus Edge. I didn't think that Edge Del Rio was that appealing. But then, because Del Rio and Mysterio had a pretty decent feud in SmackDown in 2010, but they'd never blown it off on pay-per-view. Never blown it off on pay-per-view. And to top it all off, I thought Edge returned the title over Del Rio was actually retarded for a couple of reasons. One, because Del Rio was quite hot as a heel at that time, and I think not striking when the iron was hot was a major mistake by WWE at the time. And two, it damaged the credibility of the Royal Rumble, in my opinion. Because it's bad enough that the winner of the Royal Rumble wasn't main event in WrestleMania anymore outright, and then loses. But to lose in the opening match at WrestleMania, that just made the Royal Rumble winner look so bad. So yeah, so thingy, what you call him, Rey Mysterio wins the World Heavyweight title from Edge at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. And Del Rio still wins the Royal Rumble like he did in real life. And then just let the shit be on. Just let them have the match. Let them cut promos on each other. Just a standard build-up. Brodus Clayton still be Del Rio's bodyguard. He can do most of the dirty work and all that. So yeah, I just think this will be a really good world title match. Just give Mysterio a short reign. I don't think anyone would have bitched that much. But yeah, let's get the match. Give them a good solid 15 minutes. Del Rio, and then Alberto Del Rio can get a strong win over Rey Mysterio. Clean victory tap out. Del Rio can win the World Heavyweight title here like he should have done. Ugh, I mean, and then it took Del Rio about 2 years after this to really recover from this. But yes, let Del Rio win the World Heavyweight title like he really should have done, and get a strong victory over Rey Mysterio. So yeah, it accomplishes Del Rio getting a strong win, and then blowing off the rivalry they had properly with a proper pay-per-view match. So that's just my thoughts anyway. I don't know if everyone will agree with that, but whatever. Now next up, we got one more match we'll have one match and then we'll have the buffer match. So next up, The Undertaker versus Triple H. Keep that match exactly the same. Would not change a single thing about this one. I've seen a few rebookings where they don't have this match, and I'm thinking, why not? I mean, they say that they wanted to see Undertaker versus Wade Barrett and Triple H versus Sheamus, but did they not realise that this is a bigger match? This is a bigger match than this. Yeah, I have no idea why people didn't want this match. Of course I would have liked Undertaker Sting, but as I've said before, when I do fantasy booking I only use what's available, so Sting wasn't there, so Sting's not on this WrestleMania trip. So yeah, just build up exactly the same with The Undertaker returning, Triple H returning, all the promos they cut each other and that sort of thing. Just yeah, nothing different whatsoever. And the match goes exactly the same as well. Just the whole way it was booked, with Triple H destroying The Undertaker and The Undertaker refusing to let the streak die. I just thought the storytelling in this match was great, which I'll get more into as I get into it. But yeah, and then obviously you have Triple H lose, because that'll be retarded to change the decision to Triple H ending the streak. So Undertaker beats Triple H, and the whole post-match as well, exactly the same, with The Undertaker collapsing outside the ring, because that did a great job of setting up WrestleMania 28. Now, one more match before the main event, and it's a take on the match that happened in real life, just shortened a bit. Trish Stratus and Kelly versus Lay Cool. So what I've done basically is took that 6-man tag, took them in out, Morrison and Ziggler, and put them in the US title match, and fucking took Snooki out and just put Kelly in a place instead, which the Snooki thing was awful. So yeah, if you remember, Trish Stratus did a run-in against Lay Cool at Elimination Chamber. Can't remember all the details now, but I think it involved Vicky, and I think weren't they beating Kelly down? This is weird because I can vividly remember things that happened like 16, 17 years ago, but I struggle to remember things that happened in wrestling like 2 or 3 years ago. Is anyone else like that as well? So yeah, then that happens. Then Kelly gets beat down against Lay Cool on Raw. The match is made for WrestleMania, and then Lay Cool versus Kelly in a partner if she can find one. So she goes on television and asks Trish Stratus to return to be a partner. Trish obliges, and then we just get this match, and no need to let it drag on. Give them about 3-4 minutes. It's not going to be all that. Just whatever. Just have Trish and Kelly win, the baby faces win. I don't really want to harp on about that too much. Now on to the main event for the WWE Championship. A Fatal 4-Way elimination match. The Miz the champion versus John Cena versus Randy Orton versus CM Punk. Putting the 2 big Raw matches and then lumping it into one big main event, because let's be honest, that Cena Rock main event really sucked, didn't it? It is good as Randy Orton and CM Punk was. I don't think anyone was that bothered about it massively. And also, The Rock will be the special guest enforcer in this match as well, because he's the guest host and all that. So I've done this for a couple of reasons. One, just because I think it'll be a better match. Two, CM Punk probably deserved a shot at the WrestleMania main event. Three, so John Cena and The Rock could have their own little thing off the side, and there's Randy Orton, CM Punk there as well for the Miz to interact. Because the Miz could kind of be relevant in the build-up, what I would do to help the Miz, I would actually have him pin Randy Orton and CM Punk on television. So yeah, let Cena Rock have their little squabble. Let them have their little squabble on the side, while the other four, and Cena as well, with the Rocks up there, can get into promos on each other and stuff. So yeah, those are my reasons for having this as a main event. So then we get to the match and just let's give them time. So for this I would have CM Punk be the first man eliminated by Randy Orton. Then CM Punk can come back in the ring and hit Orton with the go to sleep, and then Miz can hit the what's his finisher called? Shit. Skull crushing finale. Bloody hell, I had a bit of a brain fart there and forgot the name of his finishing move. So yeah, Miz can hit the skull crushing finale on Orton. And then we get down to Cena and Miz, and by this point the match would be already pretty good, so yeah, just let them have 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes to themselves, and I'm sure it'll be okay. What I would do then is have the referee somehow distracted. Then The Rock slips in the ring, hits the rock bottom on Cena like he did, puts the Miz on top of him, and then the referee comes to 1, 2, 3. Miz is still the WWE champion. I would have the Miz get out the ring before The Rock can destroy him, because I really didn't like that where The Rock destroyed Miz and Cena at the end of the match. And then it was standing tall at the end. It just made Miz and Cena look, well, especially Miz, just look so bad. So then the show can go off the air with with The Rock doing the "You Can't See Me" pose to Cena. Cena could just start getting up on his knees and looking pissed off. You can see him just staring at The Rock. Then the camera can actually catch Cena saying the words, "I'll see you tomorrow night, Rock." And then that's how they could have set up the challenge for WrestleMania 28. I've heard people say they wanted to have Cena Rock on this show, but I just didn't think that would be a good idea to have them like 5, 6 weeks build up. I really like the way they actually did it with the whole year build up, but we'll get into that more when we get into it. So yeah, that's my WrestleMania 27 review. What did you think of this? Did you like this? Did you not like this? Would you do anything differently? I'm out for now, and I'm not sure when if I'll do any more rebootings. I'm just not sure if I'll get the time, but as this week goes on, I'm going to do all the Elimination Chamber reviews this week, a week early, because I want to get as much time as possible to get all the WrestleMania retrospectives in, because I'm paranoid about not getting enough time. So I'm out for now, and peace.